Hey up everyone, how's it going? Here we are on number 4 of Stingerman, and the big question we need to answer is, did we stay or did we go? Now this is something I did want to cover because quite a lot of people have asked how many leagues have you set up, how many leagues are you playing. So once I got my first job, that's when I knocked all these to either view only or unplayable. So you just drop down like that, you go view only, or if you want to keep them playable, you keep them unplayable. If you want them completely off, you just press that little minus button there, and it'll take them off, so you can't use them. What that does is it speeds your game up for you. So my recommendation is to get your job, the one you're starting off in, then knock them all down to view only or unplayable, just so your computer performance and game speed, which is under my head there, just so that remains higher, so you can get through the season a bit quicker. Once you're getting close to the end of the season, come back to this screen and start adding in some leagues that you're interested in moving to the following season. You'll notice I've took a few countries completely out, such as England and Spain and Germany. I'm not looking to go there yet in the Journeyman save, so I've took them out. I've just done a save in England, so it's time to experience something new. When I get to the stage where I want to consider that, I can just add them back in by going up here to add league and then adding that league into the game. Hope that makes sense. So let's get on with our Journeyman save. Yep, we've remained at Carabukspor for a second season. Now don't get me wrong, there's quite a lot of jobs going. We applied for one job, just one that really took our fancy. It was half a star up in reputation from where we're at now, but we didn't even get an interview for it. I can't remember the team. It was the CRSC team in Italy. Quite fancied it, liked the look of the project, didn't like us, wanted none of it. They actually said that we fit their criteria, but they didn't decide to interview us. So we accepted our contract offer from the Carabukspor boys, and we go again for a second season. So what's season 2 going to bring? Well, the media have given us a tiny bit more respect this time, and instead of thinking we're going to finish 20th, they think that we'll get relegated in 18th this time. So progress. They must have been impressed by our little 16th place finish last season. For us, we just need to turn some of those draws, the biggest in the league, into some wins. If we can do that, we might get to the objective of finishing in the top 10. That's the goal for this season, top 10, because at the end of this season, no matter what happens, we are moving on. So as a reminder from last season, we finished the season, there we are, we finished it in 16th place, which is actually progress from the prior season where they finished 18th. But they didn't get relegated, so they must have got lucky there. But we finished 16th. The goal is now to move on up. You can see there, they've got a few trophies in the back, the history. Part of me would love to stay to do a long haul save, and maybe I'll do that in the future. But it's against these Stingerman rules, so this season we've got to nail it. Now this was a great suggestion from one of the viewers on the comments about keeping an eye on the manager profile and how we progress as the save goes on, as well as the clubs. Now as you can see from that profile there, our reputation is tiny. We're at 5%. So the goal is obviously to get that up as high as we can as the journey unfolds. Now some things have progressed, such as our tactical consistency. We're up to 70%. If you're not sure what that is, just hover over it. How likely the manager is to stick to a particular tactical approach rather than chop and change of new systems throughout the season. That's kind of hilarious for me because the first half of last season, I think I used 10 to 15. Second half of the season we settled down a bit, so that's maybe why we progressed there. The other ones, finances, is slightly down at 48%, not too bad. As I'll show you shortly, we have recovered financial situation really well. Team discipline, we're moving on up there. Domestic player bias, 65%, but come on, I don't have a choice. We can't sign any foreign players. And the loyalty to players, exactly what it was, 50%. Again, I can't go out and splash the cash on players, so I'm stuck with what I've got really. Now, as I said, the club finances are now in a nice position. We've got them sorted out. If you can see the overall balance in the top shelf there, 820 grand. They're doing fine, aren't they? Considering they're in perils, they're doing okay. We lost 55 grand last month. This season so far, though, we are in the money. Largely due to a new club president. He's kept faith with me. Income this month is good. We're keeping the finances in order. Very important thing to do that. if you can just keep a control of the finances, it's usually to do with your wage budget. And you can see in the top corner over there, our wage budget is £4,600 a week for your whole squad. It's not a lot, is it? And we're currently spending £4,596. So we're below the budget. Stay below that, your board will be happy. A new season, and it started really well. Look at the progress from the boys. So we are 8 games in, and we are up in 5th. This is balmy. So we won 50% of our games. We've won 4, which is already a huge improvement. Remember, last season we only won 7 in the whole season, so we're on line to better that this season. Drawn 2, lost the 2. We've scored 14, conceded 11, so we're doing okay. Player-wise, it's pretty similar. I didn't manage to keep hold of the 16-year-old sensation, the Boogra. Remember him with the little flick? He's gone back. He wouldn't come back for another season. He was scarred for life from his 1 season under my management. So we've had to replace him. We've got some loans in, a couple of freebies. I wanted to get some more experienced heads in because last season our average age was 20. So I've got a couple of plus 30-year-olds in just to help out. This is the first one. Umar Kan Sokolu, the viewer who helped me out on the pronunciations of the Turkish teams. I do apologise for murdering his name. But as you can see, he's a 33-year-old player, bit of a journeyman. His value is £5,000, which sounds nothing to you and I, but in my team, he's probably the highest rated player. He's got a little bit of everything. He can cross a ball, nice first touch, passing technique, decent player. He's not going to play every game, but he's there for his experience, and he can cover a load of positions, which is going to be very handy. Now here's the other one. This is a key man, Tanir Yilmaz. Nothing to write home about really, is there? He's a left back. His physicals are on the way down, but what's key about him is here, long throws, 14. This can be a huge weapon in the lower leagues. And what we've done straight away is he's currently training. We'll get up to his development now. We're going for his long flat throw. So we want him to improve his flows to make it then bullet type to help us get some serious goals. So once he gets that in, probably a couple of weeks, we should see a bit of progress. So my 16-year-old wonder kid has gone. Damn it. We've replaced him with a 15-year-old wonder kid. Hakan Sifsi. There he is. You can see he's actually just turned 16 on the 20th of September. We signed him when he was 15. He's played 8 games so far. 6 of those he was 15. Barmy, what are we doing? But he can play a variety of roles for us. He's got some decent technicals. Anything in double figures is a huge bonus at this level. Tactic wise, we've changed it up a little bit. I thought to myself, we've got 1 more season with these boys. Let's have a little go. Let's go for it. So there you go. Interesting. What do you think this looks like to you? Is it a 4-3-3? Is it a 4-3-2-1? To me, this is a 4-4-2 variation. Let me tell you why. So you got your back 4 across there. You got your midfielders in there. 1 wide man, 2 wide man, central midfielder. His second central midfielder is there. Hakan. Those 2 central midfielders, 2 strikers, poacher, shadow striker. 4-4-2. You can dress it up like you want. 4-3-2-1. Me, it's a 4-4-2 variation. Now there's a few key roles in here. The first one is a centre back on stopper duty. There. The reason he's on stopper duty is conceding so many goals from long range last season. Right, this is my last 50 games, so it covers all of last season, and you can see there's 10 goals there coming from long range. That's far, far too many. I'm not having that. So the stopper duty does just that. His main role is to jump forward like that and just get in the face of anyone in and around that area. So I'm hoping he can stop that. Alongside, we've got a central midfielder on defend, so he's going to be watching as well. So far this season, no long range shots have gone in, so it's working. Now our strongest players are our 2 wide men, so let's use them. He's on attack, he's on support. They're going to supply the bullets to these boys up the top. That's how the season's been going, so you can see it's a bit hit and miss. We started off really well and lost a couple, but we're winning more than we're losing, so it's all looking well. Big defeat there in the cup against Denizlispor, but they're in a league above. Just got relegated from the Superliga in Turkey, so we expected that. Other than that, we're going okay. So we'll do a game today. We'll do this game against Bodrumspor, who are currently 10th in the table. If you think we're 5th and they're 10th, early stage of the season, so you can't really tell where you lie, other than the team at the top. Eyüpspor, love that name. Eyüpspor, they're rocking, they're undefeated. They look like they're going to take this title down. But we're going to play this team in 10th today. Let's see how everything's moving. It's an aggressive formation, so hopefully it continues to do the business. Now, on a side note, you can always tell if you're onto something with your tactic when your under 19 team or your development team seem to be doing well as well. Now, our team, I just had a little look at them. They're currently lying in 5th position in the under 19 group. They've played 6 and they haven't lost yet. They've won 3, drawn 3, and they're doing okay. So they're getting to grips with the formation as well. So we might be onto something here. Okay, this is the team we've got for this game against Bodrum Spor. Basically, no changes. Keep an eye on the 2 boys on the wing. When you're looking for wingers at this level, all I'm looking for is crossing ability and a bit of pace. You can't ask for much more than that. Get the ball to them boys, let them do some damage. Position instructions, like I say, in this league, we don't have a great deal of knowledge about our opposition. Like if we hover over their right midfielder, attributes masking, all I can see is preferred foot. He's bow-footed, so he's going to be a tricky customer. So I'm not going to put any on until I see the game unfold, and I may add as I go. Okay, underway against Bodrum Spor, here we go. Stadium's getting a bit more attendance in there. Still loads of gaps, but it's far too big for our level. Let's see how we go. First chance, and it's, I'm afraid, to Bodrum Spor. It's a corner. In comes from Orgerson. Cuban. Mark Cuban gets up there. Fresh from the Shark Tank. Now let's press him high. Press him high. Trying to force him back. It's not bad, but they haven't won it back yet. Big gaps there. Look at them gaps. That could be an option for passing into space. If we can win this back. And we have done high up. Really good. Here's Mehmet. He's my shadow striker. Can't get past his man. Bodrum Spor. Look like they're getting away. A big heave. Great header from the centre half. Could be onto something here. Ramazan. Hakan. Here's Burke the winger. Oof, good start from the boys. Hopefully we can break like we did last time. In it comes. Cesar with a header. Gives it straight back to him. Not ideal. Another corner. They're getting a lot of set players. Swung in again. Chan. Emre Chan. Pretty sure it's not that one. Free kick. Turner lines it up. Oh, just clips the bar. There's that long throw we were talking about. It's gone all the way through. Oh, what a chance. Right, it's a free kick to Bodrum Spor, but Hakan gets up there and clears. Comes out to Silal. There's a lot of space. Oza. And he goes in. Completely against the run of play. Let's get the stats up. As you can see, that's their first shot on target. Against the run of play, like the boys need to strike back fast. Here's Turner to Barbaros down the left. He's a little bit deep. Back to the left back. He goes inside to Mehmet. That's his shadow striker dropping super deep. Nice switch into Burke, the winger. Down the right hand side, drives in the box. Nothing doing. Out to Ramazan, the youngster, 16 years old. Cuban, Mark Cuban heaves it. No joy. Left back Turner getting himself forward. Interesting ball in the field. Not what I want him doing, but okay. Burke to Hakan. Back to Burke. Half time, I'm not sure how we're behind. They played really well. Let's have a look at the data. I mean, look at that. We are pushing high up the pitch. And their right back is dropping super deep. So we'll look at that because there could be an option to get around him. Quiet start to the second half. But here's Barbaros. He finds his opposite winger Burke. Back to Barbaros. Longest game of 1-2 ever. Here's Turner, the left full back. Bit of space. Can he get the ball in? Gives it to Barbaros. He's better on the ball. Back to Turner. In it goes. Burke gets up. Burke scores. Beautiful far post header. That's nice. From left to right. Back in the game. Now we're gone. 10 corners so far. None of them hitting the spot. Striker's having a bit of a quiet game, so we're going to get one of the new boys on. Free kick to Bodrum Spor. I'm not sure what my keeper just did, but we never are we? He's such a wild card. He's Bruce Grobbelaar reincarnated, but here's Burke on the counter-attack. It's a lovely... Oh, just too far in front of Mehmet. Nice counter-attack from the boys. Mehmet gets it back in towards Hakan. No joy this time. On the counter-attack, I'd even looked away. They've just gone straight through the middle, just like that. And they've put it in. Boys. Ramazan half fires it back down. Here's Jessica Ennis. Out wide, lays it back to Burke, who hits. Edgy man tips it over. It's another throw. I can't wait till these get turned into bullet throws. And at the minute, they're just too loopy, so his trait needs to come on for that to be more of a weapon. Big heave up front. Cuban gets up. Here's Barbaros. Come on, boys. Turner. To nobody in particular. Wins it back. Here's Hakan. 16-year-old to Ramazan, the other 16-year-old. Space out wide. Here's Burke. Down the right-hand side. He crosses. Oh, nobody there. Smashed away. Only as far as Silhan. Still hand to Ramazan in that inverted fullback role. Omar Chan. Ennis hits, blocked. Oh, what a ping for Ramazan. Take a bow, son. We talked about him in that inverted wing-back role. Like your João Cancelo. But he's there, look. Instigating the movements. Comes back out off Ennis. First time, absolutely creams it in. Woof. There's the final whistle. Hey, we played really well there. 15 attempts, 8 on target, 11 corners, 30 fouls, boys. But we get the 2-2 draw. Not too bad. Could have been worse. Could have been better. That kind of sums up our season so far, but not bad. Right, crew, so we'll leave it there, lying in 5th position after 9 games. We're going to play another 10 to 15 games. Then we'll really see where this season's going. It is our last season at Karabukspor. Again, pronunciation, sorry. We'll see where we go. We're just trying to get our reputation up. Keep him in this top 10. That would be a worldie of a season. And let's see where we go.